the grandest of grand finals, the sudden death playoff between the reigning legend of the clan, Theo from 2021, and challenger Sterling. It is tied 3-all. This is for the tournament. Legend of the Clan 2022, the winner will be decided by this game as we play sudden death. Right, we have seen an amazing set of strategies used on both sides of this map. Both teams really utilising their entire fleets very, very well. Theo this time starting in his original position as Alpha Spawn. In the south, Sterling, Bravo Spawn. As per the last 6 games, we've seen a very similar opening with the DD battle, but what we haven't seen continue is any bot behavior that is too predictable, which has been fantastic to watch. This game, we have to determine who's going to get those caps quickly. I think we've seen that in every game before, caps is what wins this more than everything and then attrition. However, when we've seen the two champions move off by themselves to Charlie Cap, in both instances, anyone who did it too soon died and paid the price for the game. This game, Theo looks like he's taking that risk. He is going off by himself straight to the Charlie Cap and leaving his bot force to be. In the last 2 games, we saw them all stay together and then break off, but I think Theo knows time is of the essence. Funnily enough, Sterling somehow smelt it on the wind and decided to break from his plan, which has mostly been playing with his fleet, and has headed off to Charlie. This will be one hell of a match. As is always, DDs have made their bases. Those who spawn in the north usually get a slight advantage, 3-point lead. But then the attrition starts happening with the lightning in the north, and the alpha spawn copying the first few hits. Remarkably surviving the last few games as the players have got better at commanding their fleets, but losing that DD early is a cost, and something that has paid the penalty for those who've not looked after their fleets early in the series. Theo still powering out to Charlie. No slowing for Sterling. Absolutely mirrored on the screen. Have not called away support vessels for themselves as of yet. However, we see that Theo in the north has called a Kagero towards him. Looks like he's called Baltimore. Perhaps Amagi. Vladivostok lurking at the moment around Bravo. Hipper and Lightning charging forward. In the south, we see the typical lineup of the 2 DDs protecting the Hipper. They'll drop smoke, start into a little bit of a gun battle with the Lightning in the north. However, we see a heavy pull away for Sterling. He has taken the Baltimore, the Vladivostok, the Amagi, and is leading the force to Charlie. He got the turn on a little bit earlier than Cam. Cam is hiding his fleet a little bit more, but he is charging in, and he has opened fire. He's done the first salvo onto Sterling. He is not worried if Sterling sees him. He wants to get some points down, or some hit points down on Sterling. He's made some good hits there, but Sterling's about to land some shots as well. No, they're bouncing. Hasn't quite got the damage that Theo's got. Those secondaries are coming in now. Mind you, fire on Theo, so we are going to see them both whittle themselves down to about half their points while the bots fire it out. Over at the bot fight, the Northern Lightning for Theo taking heavy shots. It's going to go down. Will not survive that. Permafire on it. Hipper is taken to the rock. 2 DDs for Sterling, retreating back into their smoke. We see the Hipper also for Sterling pulling away, actually fanning out. Looks like the Lightning for Cam for Theo is gone, and first blood to Sterling. Takes the lead. Sterling charging right into Cap. He is not waiting. He is going to risk those torps coming at him from Theo, but he wants that Cap. He is saying, that is my house. It looks like he will cop a torp. That is a hell of a price to pay, but he is broadside, or I should say the Baltimore from Theo's side is almost broadside to him. Didn't get a reload in time, couldn't get the shot in. Theo turning back on Sterling, those secondaries pounding him. He is going to pay for that. Theo's Baltimore took a big hit there, lost half its health. Theo turning back in, he smells blood in the water. He wants Sterling dead. He wants this to be a bot game. Torps out everywhere, from Kagero, from Theo, everything onto Sterling. Sterling cannot get that cap. He is just under constant fire. Torps coming right into him. Unless he is so careful, he will take one and that will end him. Theo backing up. Torp just about to miss, and does, but those secondaries from Theo on him so hard, down to nearly 10,000 hit points. Theo taking very little damage in this. Sterling is leaving it all on the field, but he is not going to survive this. He will burn out, and he is going to rely on his bots for the title of Legend of the Clan. He's trying the super heal. He is trying everything, but Theo is relentless. He is coming back into Charlie. He is not going to leave him out of sight. He wants Sterling gone. He has forgotten his fleet. He is letting everything go onto Sterling that he has got. He is about to lose his Baltimore. That'll be 2 ships down for Theo, but I don't think he cares. He wants Sterling dead. And there goes a Baltimore for Sterling. Sterling not being able to Charlie cap. Down on 7,000 hit points. Theo on a massive 54,000 hit points. No way Theo can screw this up unless he gets too close and Torps go off, but I don't see that happening. I think Sterling knows he is done for. Sterling trying to close the gap, gone down to 1,000 hit points. He is going to burn out. Theo hammering him with his secondaries. Sterling dead in seconds. He has run aground. And Sterling down 184. Sterling has died. Theo has the cap. Legend of the Clan is now for Theo to lose, unless there is a remarkable bot force that can absolutely dominate the caps here. Theo will have Legend of the Clan. Now, having said that, Sterling's Lightning got in, grabbed B cap. Vladivostok on Cam's side, on Theo's side, sitting just out, but looks to be reversing back in to try and get that cap. Count points are towards Sterling at this point. Not quite 80 points in the lead. But the Baltimore for Cam's side, for Theo's side, very unhealthy. 489 hit points, just one salvo and it's gone. Vladivostok down to half its health, coming back in. Bots are putting it under fire, making sure it can't cap. Big hit onto the Vladivostok, down to 21. Theo charging it around from Charlie, pushing into Alpha, probably calling on his Kagero, but the Kagero sees the B cap as its primary target right now and has moved towards it. Hipper sitting out there doing not much. We see the Kagero for Sterling making a beeline to Charlie. It is going to be spotted by Theo and most likely taken out. The Amagi for for Sterling is moving back to Alpha, not engaging Theo, and the Vladivostok doing the same. We see the Vladivostok taking Bravo back for for Theo, but it is on fire. It's a perma fire. It's down to 13,000 more fire coming in, not making the shot, but there's shots coming at the Baltimore now, which will die if it takes one single salvo, which I'd say is this round here coming out from the Hipper. No, didn't quite get it. I'd say one more shot, it's done. Sterling's Kagero in smoke, but it's not going to survive. It's being focused. It's running straight across open water. Big shots coming out to the Amagi. Zeton has taken Sterling's Kagero. Sterling's side now down 3 ships. All ships except one healthy for Theo. Theo will lose a Baltimore at any moment. And he did get the cap back, but we see the Hipper making a strategic move, took it out, and it's now coming back up. The Lightning for Sterling sitting off, perhaps looking to reverse back, is starting to reverse now. They are all focus firing on the Amagi, missing the Vladivostok on 15,000. Needs to get that down, but meanwhile Theo is just pushing the bots straight out of Alpha cap. Not much wrong that he could do here. He's going to get that Amagi down, it's running aground. He's got it on fire. Unless Theo takes some very unfortunate shots on him, he's going to get that cap. Lightning for Sterling backing into Bravo, but 2 caps for Theo, who's getting the cap points back. Big shots onto Hipper. Sterling's Hipper taking some fire there. Hasn't quite inflicted the damage you'd hope it to, and is not focusing on the Vladivostok, which really could use a permafire to get it down. Sterling's got a permafire on his Hipper and on his Amagi. Meanwhile, the Kagero for Theo following in, trying to support him for Alpha. Theo taking some island support, getting on the Vladivostok and getting those cap points stopped on Alpha. We see the Lightning for Sterling getting into Bravo Cap, getting that Bravo Cap back. Amagi holding off holding off Alpha. Points still coming in for Theo. Hipper for Sterling looked like it's about to go down. 530, 40, yep, it's burning out. Sterling loses his Hipper. 3 ships left for Sterling. 5 ships for Theo. Vladivostok on fire now, finally, but really not burning very fast. We see 2 caps still held by Sterling, but 1 not bringing any cap points in. Fires on Theo, who's now decided to go and push and get the Amagi out. It's on 8,000, while simultaneously taking on the Vladivostok. Bit of a risk, but worthy taking at this point. Point score in his favour, nearly 250 point score favour. Amagi likely to go down any moment, particularly as we see the Vladivostok just took out, Sterling's Vladivostok just took out the Vladivostok for Theo. Point score about 100 change, but there goes the Amagi, and Theo has the A cap. In a few moments he'll have the A cap. The Lightning is trying to reset him. Sterling's Vladivostok has come into B, but it's on fire, and it's going to get further secondary fire and primary fire from Theo, most likely being lost. Theo well in the lead here, 220 odd points. His Hipper sitting outside Alpha, just sort of minding its business. Can see the Lightning coming through. We'll probably turn on that in a moment. No way back here for Sterling, unfortunately. Theo has done this, pushing hard, unrelentlessly, straight through C, focusing on his challenger and getting him down, rolling the dice on the bots to do the work that he needs them to do. Sterling's bots, unfortunately, not grouping well enough. 1 minute 40. Theo took down the Vladivostok. 1 boat left for Sterling. Lightning out in the open. Legend of the clan returns to the reigning champion, Theo. Well done, Theo. What a series. Worthy win. Let's see if it's a total kill. Torp's out. Kagero pushing into Lightning now. Crossfire onto Amagi. Really can't see that Lightning surviving. Theo just taking it nice and easy at this point. Probably looking for a heal if he can, but don't know if he's got any left. He's down to 2,700. Lightning down to 1,800. Big shots out. Amagi misses with most of them. Some secondary fire. Gets it down to 794. And this should be it if they land. Nope. Secondaries miss. Lightning going away. Hipper might return some fire if it can see it. There's some secondaries landing now, but still no damage. Torp's actually coming out on Amagi in last sort of throw attempt, but there it goes. And Legend of the Clan 2022 goes to Theo. Well done. 2 years in a row. Outstanding final series. Commiserations to Sterling, who really brought the heat and really made this probably the absolute best final we've seen in the 3 years that Legend of the Clan has run. I'm Mystic Sea Lord. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you tune in again next year for the 4th year and final run. 4th year and challenges for Legend of the Clan 2023.